Hey guys, welcome back to the Vid-Bits. It's Brian here with another Game a Day May game, and we're on day 9. We're going to do Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers for the NES. I'm going to pick Dale. I love the guy. Love a little goofball. This game is pretty fun. It's not that long. It does have a little bit of difficulty at the end, but it's not unbearable. It's definitely a fun game to go through. It's included in the Disney Afternoon Collection, which is available on current consoles, where you can play it and some of the other games that were made by Capcom around the time that were also featured in the Disney Afternoon block back in the day. It's pretty cool. You can play this with 2 players, and it was also neat because you could carry the other person through, literally, through levels. If they can't do it, you can pick them up and carry them through it. Alright. If you were going for a speed run, obviously you wouldn't do all of the crate picking up I'm doing, but I'm just trying to get the flowers. The more you get, then you get extra man for so many. Going right up here. Zipper here to help give us some invincibility time. Acorn to get us a little bit extra health. Ooh. I think it's fun because there's some commercials for this game back in the day in the Capcom lab where all these kids are going crazy for this game, and I really believe that they're actual reactions from kids getting to play it. I mean, it's got fun music, it's got colorful characters, it definitely allows people to learn it and get better at it. Capcom is just one of my all-time favorite developers. You'll definitely see that in Game a Day May. By the time it's all said and done, it's going to probably have a decent amount of Capcom games on this first one that we do. This is the second one following the Mega Man that we've done already. I encourage you to check that out if you're a fan of Mega Man 1. Or Mega Man in general. Even if you don't think you're a fan of Mega Man 1, I show you that it's definitely within an hour, it's attainable to beat that game. Drop down here. I was being a little aggressive on that guy. Build us a stairway. Go. There it is. Alright, moving into the next part here. There's the cheese, and Monterey Jack burrows through there and gives us the right of way. I love how in each of these situations with the bosses, there's a convenient red ball that's placed there for you to be able to just beat the boss. Love to get an extra guy here. Oh, a star. That's alright. Next, we're going to move on. I believe we'll go to B next. There's no specific order. Once you've done it a couple times, you'll find out which boards you like and which boards you don't. And there's a couple varying paths that you can take. I'm not confident. I'm pretty confident that it doesn't affect the ending, whether or not you do all of the boards or not. And when it's a game like this and you're always trying to help somebody that's in distress, I always think the goal is to get there as fast as possible. Like, sorry, Gadget, we didn't rescue you because we had to go do these other boards, even though we clearly saw there was a faster path to you. We're sorry. I'm gonna check those boards out, though. Jump on these faucet handles a couple times to make the water stop. I remember this is probably one of the first places I was like, I don't know what to do, and I really just had to think about it. Then you just happen to jump on it, and you see it. Hopefully, you see it move, and once it moves a couple times, then you turn it off. But it's cool just the animation cycles that they were trying to get through. There is a sequel to this game. It's not really that good. It's okay. It's just not as good as this. I feel like it's almost comparative to like when Disney started doing directed VHS sequels. It's like, wow, oh, they made another one of those, and it's like that in title, and it almost looks a little waxy, a little plasticky. I don't know. There's just something about it. It's just not as fun. I definitely encourage you to pick it up if you have an option, because it's worth a lot of money. You know, even if you don't enjoy it that much, somebody else might, and it's some good trade bait for you. If you ever see it cheap, but most likely if you're looking for this game, you're going to already know the sequel of it carries a pretty hefty price tag. There we go. There's the extra guy because we got so many flowers, so it just kind of spawns and floats into frame. These little Animorph guys are pretty cool because they would obviously morph into whoever you picked. Probably should focus more on not catching the ball and then more on not getting hit by the add-ons there. And that's it. Nice. Hopefully we can get an extra guy this time. No, it's probably all the way up in the middle. Okay. And we're gonna check out D. You can kind of tell because those guys are off color the same way that you can tell in Mario 3 when some of those boxes in the Sandland are going to come after you because they're discolored. Just be wary of approaching them. But, you know, if you're barreling through, you may not notice it as much. Ooh, that was just, I thought I inputted a drop below that and I went fast. That's exactly what they're counting on you doing. Nope, I definitely made my choice coming down this way. That was a mistake, and I'm dead. That was not good. Pick up all those flowers to get an extra guy, and then it just did not work out there. So obviously I'm going to try to take the top path this time. Oop. Throw that up on that guy there. Drop down there. There we go. Definitely not meaning to be down there, that's for sure. I mean, now I can, in theory, come this way. And get both of them. Okay. Ugh. Alright, that was rough. I was hoping that was gonna be an acorn. It was not. Gonna move on here. Got the rug-tugging rabbit. What a fun thing. Ooh. Rug-tugging rabbit. Oop. Oh, it's fun. They're like, no, no thank you. Oh goodness. That's the cock of the walk right there, man. There we go. I was hoping that was the case. Turn those off. Turn that off. There we go. And that's the end of that. I'm gonna say probably top route's probably safer. That guy. Back and forth. And I'm trying to do a shallow jump here. There we go. Sometimes you just have to find the timing there. Don't hesitate, or don't worry about time there, because there's nothing really pursuing you. It's more about just getting antiquated with their timing so that you don't get hit. Oh, that was close. There's a star. That summoned an extra guy. That's great. Oop. Okay. Oh, that's fun. That was fun. It's double fun there. I'm gonna go ahead and call it and get in there. The key is just to look at the top and plan where you're gonna be based on as soon as you see where the space is. That should be more your concern. If you don't get damage out, that's fine, because you don't really have to be in a hurry. But you'd rather be more safe with where you're going to be standing when those come down, because those are very small gaps. And there we go. Alright, let's see if we can get an extra guy this time. Nope. I'm going to have to go the top route next time. I know that'll be the time it's there. It's right there, probably. Okay. Going to F. Things don't get any easier. Just be mindful of the enemies, and know in a lot of cases they will keep coming, so it's just good to get used to the different enemy types and how to deal with them. You do get a couple continues in case you do need them. Alright, shallow jump, drop down, alright. That's the guy's a two-hitter. Oops, I don't know why, I just decided I wanted to try to just dunk on him, it didn't really matter. There we go, cool. Oh, this is one of the hardest parts. There's a certain part that you need to advance the screen, but you need to make sure that you do not get rid of your the boxes underneath you. And that's death. So difficult. I've had many a run end on this screen. so all I can say is try to get to the point where there's a crash pad for you, which is that box there. And then go as soon as it starts advancing here, and just go, go, go. There should be one more. There it is. Jeez. It's pretty much a death trap room. You either figure it out, or you quicksand hard here, and you reset after this. So we're gonna move on. It's definitely one of the biggest obstacles. I'm gonna go up the top this time. Hopefully there's that extra guy there. Right here in the middle. There it is. Nice. Okay. Moving on to G. Fat Cat's Casino. Again, this is one of those games that, you know, as far as Nintendo hard goes, it's definitely a lot more reasonable. I wouldn't stress about if you can't do it right away, but it is definitely doable. I remember as a child, I was probably, you know, 11, and rented this and was able to beat it over a course of a weekend. So, you know, a little bit of persistence and you can beat it too. Play with a friend, that's fun too. We might do a playthrough at some point. Be fun. 2-player playthrough. And like I said, you can literally carry the other person through some parts that are hard. You can pick them up like we're picking up these items, and you can carry them through some of the parkour stuff. Here you get all of this, which is great. You only have that one opportunity to get up here, so you drop down here like I did. You just missed out on that, but I'd rather get those stars. Alright. Shallow jump there. The thing about the steel one is it's indestructible, so you can basically just hide in it, and an enemy comes towards you and he takes them out. Nice. Okay, drop down and get that star. Couple more flowers. Ooh. See that? I just ducked down and he was toast. Neat. Alright. Hopping on the chandelier. That was crazy. I don't know why I did that. Drop down. All the flowers. Around some fluorescent light fixtures now, which is really cool. I like any Nintendo game or classic game where like you're in an environment that's supposed to be larger than life because you're tiny. That's pretty cool. Like micro machines and monsters in my pocket. And there was an extra guy there. I gotta drop this off. Drop this guy here. And make the jump. And then we're gonna fight here. Oh wow, that was just crazy. Alright. I mean, there's a safe spot. You can see it where he's throwing the coins. And basically, if you stand here, you can still get a hit. It's barely just clipping his leg. And that is that. Moving on from Fat Cat's Casino. Oh boy, it's Gadget. Blasting off. Because, you know, it's not a game unless for some reason you end up on the moon or some other place with a rocket. Okay, luckily it's not the moon, that's right. That's DuckTales that you end up on the moon. So, we got Gadget, but we still have to get Fat Cat, and we get 3 more pretty much escalating in difficulty stages. So, what I meant by it's accessible to younger people is, you know, literally saving Gadget could be their, you know, goal, and then eventually they get to Fat Cat and they can defeat him too, but I mean, if they just get to Gadget, that's one level of difficulty, because these next 3 stages do get in exceedingly harder difficulties. And it's just, again, pattern recognition, finding out when things spawn, where you should stand, not standing where I'm standing right now, obviously. For examples of that. There we go. Oh, that was just bad. Totally bad. And you have to do the whole thing over again. That's why it's a harder stage. I thought it was pretty far along, and I have to do the whole stage over again. Okay, I really could use an acorn. There's a star, but I need an acorn. Because I can only take 1 damage. Okay, and again I got knocked up by that flying squirrel, that's fun. And I have to start over again. You pretty much just have to crawl through it, it's ridiculous. Ugh. Man, I tell you what, I even had one loaded for him and it didn't matter. There we go. Luckily. You shouldn't take anything for granted, obviously. That guy just trying to ruin my day. Whew. Okay. Moving on. I really need some more life. What am I looking at? Lives was 4. I had a lot more life insurance and it just went away real quick. There. Make that jump. Oh, that was my fault for advancing the screen so fast. Alright. Thank you. And luckily, I think that's the stage. See if I can be lucky enough to get another extra guy. Hooray! Alright, going on to I, the second to last stage. Oof. That spider came out of nowhere. Those enemies are cool. You pretty much have to hit them from below. Or many times in a row, and They just keep spitting it back at you. Look at that, it's hilarious. What a jerk. Don't want to fall in those tacks in between there, or get accelerated into some of those tacks like I just did there. You hit him from behind. How is that fan hitting me behind those boxes? We'll never know. I'm just being kind of timid there, because if you advance, it's pretty much the top of the middle of the top, but if you go too fast, you're just going to run right into them. Like that. I did it twice. And now I have to start the stage over again. And you can see why these last 3 stages are a little bit ridiculous, but it's okay. Ugh. I should have died and I hit that at the same time and didn't die. This is really difficult. There we go. I should have just did that the last time and I wouldn't have had that issue. Thank goodness there was a super acorn there for me. The goal is just to aim at his feet. Get out of my way, jeez. Alright, Monterey Jack's gonna clear the way. Second part of this stage. Again, I told you it wasn't anything to shake a stick at. Once we get to the end of this part, it just gets more difficult with some of the platforming tightness in conjunction also with the enemies, and the enemy placement is just not favorable. Sporadic enemies with weird patterns, like that guy and this guy. Super aggro guy. Ugh. There's an acorn for me. Alright, Zipper, it's been a long time, bud. Oh, I didn't really need... Oh, oof. I thought I was a goner there. I just suggest that you press fast, and man. Just gotta be patient, breathe deeply, try to not make the same mistakes I'm making. I'm assuming I know where the spot is, and I do, but I'm being very, not being cautious enough when I'm trying to find my footing there. There we go. And now we're down to the last stage. Give me another extra guy. That'd be great. I'll take it. Okay, and we're moving on. Here we go. It's epic music because it's an epic stage. You just have to be a combination of just very aware of your environment and know when you have to tank hits. There is a couple spots that you pretty much do. You'll find them when you get to them. They do give you plenty of opportunities to gain extra lives, or not extra lives, but extra hits in this though too. They do realize it's, I wouldn't say unfair in other spots, but just really difficult, and they reward you with some extra guys in some spaces. it's just 2 parts in this. You're just literally trying to find the best route to go to take the least amount of damage and have the least amount of opposition coming towards you, but also you have to keep in mind that you need a lot of health. You need all of your health to get to Fat Cat. The fight has some sporadic moments to it. Oh man. Alrighty. See, look at that guy. Everybody's just on your case at this point. Another star. He got a cat food factory. 1, 2 there. I remember the first time I got here, I didn't know that you could shut those off, and that's like so core for this part is to shut those off. This right here is the most unfair part of this board. You're going to want to barrel through quickly and realize at one point you're going to probably take a hit, but you have to get through this alley. I took 2 hits there, so it's probably done to you. Yep. It's just not fair. And then you have to start the whole thing over again. That's literally the worst part. I don't really know why they designed it like that, but it's the biggest barrier to entry to get to Fat Cat is that little alleyway there. If you don't get hit by one of those plungers, you'll be fine, so do with that what you may. Alrighty. Get my acorn there. I wonder if I can provoke him out. Doesn't matter if you still get hit. Jeez. And I got hit there. God! It's like I knew it was coming and it still freaking happened. So again, we're just going to go through this whole board again, and I'm going to try not to get quicksanded here. Because again, there's another part after that. You get to Fat Cat, and it's got some sporadic bullcrap that goes on with that fight. So, just trying to stay positive. That just you can do so well the entire game and get to a couple parts where they just figure the enemy placement is going to be the arbitrary difficulty that you're dealing with. Not the enemy itself, just where it's at and what you have to do in order to get through that area. Alright, let's see if I can provoke this guy again and then not get hit. I still got hit and then I got knocked off. Ugh! Oh, I'm just quicksanding hard now. Alright. So going back to what I said, if you're a child and you save Gadget, then you can say you beat the game. Because it's not difficult. It's just a hard learning curve for 3 stages out of like 20. It's just dumb. And then the only reason why you get really good is because at the end, you have to do stuff like this over and over again. Because of one hallway with some really bad enemy placement. And they know that because they give you plenty of health coming up into it. So you have the whole health going up. They make sure your health bar is completely full. So here we go for the 4th time. Can you hit me? I got through it, but now I gotta not get hit for the rest of the board. It's ridiculous. Oh, that was so close. I don't know why I dropped down to engage. I just need an acorn somewhere. Nope, no acorns there. Okay, here we go. Let's see what happens. Obviously, that first one was not good. Alrighty. Jeez. Sorry for stressing out a little bit there. You know, play it for yourself, and then you can tell me how you feel about it. It's definitely more than manageable up until that part, and I showed you a couple secrets about where you could stand and stuff like that for favorable, you know, situations with the bosses, but it was fun up into that hallway of terror, and you could see the ramp was ridiculous there at the end. But all in all, saved Gadget, defeated Fat Cat, and saved the day. I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Game of Day May. It was day 9. Tomorrow we're looking forward to day 10. A little bit of a heads up, I plan on doing a Konami Classic. So stay tuned for that and for many more episodes of Game of Day May, because we're just getting started here, and we appreciate you. And see you next time. Peace.